The first centre stage face-off question for this evening: is India convinced with the Prime Minister's answers on corruption? It's also a poll that we're running on our channel. You too can participate on the Twitter handle up on your screen, and you can send us your responses. Joining us on the show this evening, Sitaram Yechury, senior leader of the CPIM, and Ram, editor-in-chief of the Hindu newspaper, the newspaper that broke the ISRO Deva story. We've also got Abhishek Manu Singhvi of the Congress and Swapan Das Gupta, a political analyst, joining us. Mr. Yechury, I put the first question to you. How convincing did the Prime Minister sound with the answers that he gave on the issue of 2G corruption?
Well, unfortunately, not very convincing, because he said nothing that is not known earlier, and it somehow didn't seem to exude the confidence that something will be done. He, of course, made references to Caesar's wife being above all suspicion. He, of course, again said that he is willing to face any probe, any joint parliamentary committee. If that were the case, then pray tell us, why was the winter session wasted? And, many of these things have really not given any new element of confidence or assurance. On the contrary, the fact that he said that at the time of reappointment of Mr. Raja as the Telecom Minister in UPA 2, none of these facts had come to the fore, that neither the Telecom Ministry nor the Finance Ministry had raised this, or the TRAI raised the issue of the auction route. I think this is a little unfair, because maybe these ministries had not raised it officially, but many of us, we had raised this issue. We had, in fact, I had written to the Prime Minister on the 29th of February 2008, saying that these licenses should be scrapped and in a more transparent manner should be employed.
Okay.
So it's not a fact that this is not in public domain. It was, but even then the Prime Minister chose to say there was nothing against Mr. Raja when he was reappointed. That, I think, was very unfortunate.
Okay, so he's taken on questions, but he hasn't given convincing answers, Dr. Singhvi. That seems to be the constant refrain. Even our poll seems to suggest that people aren't convinced. He sounded sincere, but his answers are not convincing, Dr. Singhvi.
Well, I can't. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please go on.
Hello, yeah. I cannot speak about subjective views or views which are where the persons have started with a premeditated perspective. No one who has seen this press conference in detail for over 1 hour can doubt the absolute, categorical, forthright, sincere, open, transparent and straight answers the Prime Minister has given. Now, let's not get too much into the nitty-gritty, because the nitty-gritty requires you to have access to files in your hand. Let us see, for example, the 2G point you just made. The Prime Minister has very candidly said that if the nature, the scope, the enormity of what is now tumbling out by way of CBI or Shivraj Patil inquiry or the Supreme Court monitoring was known, things would have been different. It's very easy to be wise by hindsight. At that time, no government, including 10 previous years or 8 previous years with 3 or 4 ministers and 2 different governments, had thought of a categorical decision auction. Yes, at some time a general view of auction was considered. Since the Telecom Commission and the TRAI did not stick by it or want it or insist on it, since other persons, 2 ministries concerned, consulted, a final decision arrived at, it's okay to go on as it is.
Okay.
Now today you can question the wisdom of it. You see, wisdom is one part. Because today, in retrospect, in hindsight, you can say, no, we should have auctions from 2000. One second, we can have auction from 2006, not 2008. We can have auction from 2008, not 2010. But you cannot doubt the bona fides of it. We are concerned with the bona fides. The wisdom of the policy is not an issue.